Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to Wharfedale for an overnighter. I've got two announcements to make later in the video, but for now, let's get going. Hello, it's me, and we're in Kettlewell. Lovely little Kettlewell, lovely little Wharfedale. It's hard not to fall in love with Wharfedale, it's so pretty. Anyway, I've parked up in the village. I ain't got time for sightseeing, I'm gonna have to get my foot down and get on with it. I've got a few miles and a great big hill to get up tonight because we're sleeping up the top of Bucken Pike, all being well. So I've parked up in the centre of the village and I've got 24 hours on parking, so we're all right for that. I've got some lovely beers that I'll show you later on, but for now we're going to have a nice stroll along the river wharf, and that'll take us to Bucken village itself, and then from Bucken village there's a path that goes straight up. It's a bit of a long buster, straight up to the top of Bucken Pike. It's quite busy in the villages. It's Easter weekend and it's a lovely day. So all the pubs are full, all the villages are full. The roads have still got. They're not that bad, but there's plenty of people about. There's loads of motorbikers. They're having a good day today. So this is what they call the upper reaches of the river wharf. And it flows from the high ground. I think they call it Autoshore. The high ground up there, the moorland, and then forms a proper little river by the time we get to Kettlewell. And that just continues to get bigger and bigger as it goes through Grassington, Bolton Abbey, and then Boston Spa, Tadcaster, and then I think it'll probably join the Ouse and empty out into the Humber estuary. Just seen something. It wasn't an otter. It wasn't a rat. It was somewhere in between. Where's he gone? It might have been a mink, but he were brown, and I think minks are more black. So we're just getting to Bucken now, Bucken village, where we'll have a bit of a pit stop. This bag's a bit heavy, I reckon I'm pushing 20 kilos here on my back. When I do multiple day hikes, I've not even got half that. Trouble is, I've got a few beers in the back of here. Maybe I need to drink a few to lighten the load. Does anyone know why those stones jut out like that? So this is the village of Buckden. Big shout out to Stephen Chalky White that used to run the Buck Inn, which is just down that corner down there, and various other pubs around here. So we've just come up that road there, and if you were to carry on, if you were to follow that road, the next village along is a place called Hubberholme. There's a pub there called, I think it's the Dragon, or George and the Dragon. And it dates back to something like, the building itself dates back to something like the 1500s. And it used to be where the local vicar or priest lived. And what he used to do is he used to light a candle and put it in his window, letting everybody around know that he was home, and if you needed him for any reason you could go and visit him. And to this day they still light a candle in that pub, in the pub window. Every day they light a new candle. This little village shop behind me, a couple of years ago, it may have changed now, but a couple of years ago it used to be two gay guys that ran it. I got chatting to one of them last time I was here. They were telling me that his partner had an heart attack, and obviously living out here, you're miles away from the nearest hospital. The air ambulance landed on this green here. And 12 minutes later, he was at Leeds LGI. So that's the start of the climb up to Bucken Pike. So there's a path that runs along there, takes you round the back of that. That's not the top. Takes you round the back of that and then up onto Bucken Pike. So I'm going to put the camera away. I'll bring you back when we're halfway up. Yeah, so we're about halfway up now. It's alright, to be fair, it's moderate. It's a nice steady climb up, it's easy really. It looks like it could be get a bit steeper up there, but no, it's a lovely evening. I mean, great views. Yeah, fine. It's going to be a good night tonight, I can tell. Looking forward to that first beer though. Woo! Made it. You little beauty. Oh. Nice one. I hope that wind's not too bad. Oh. That cleans the exhaust out. It's the first one of the evening. Pig Love Brewing, I believe they're in Leeds, and it's a naughty 7.4 New England IPA. Yeah, Pig Love. You won't need many of them. They're strong. I'm not going to lie, that first beer didn't even touch the sides. So this next one, do you like pina coladas? 6.5. What is this? Play Brew. Look at that. This has got to be nice, hasn't it? Playroom Middlesbrough. Oh, you what? Yeah, man. Oh, that is lovely. It does exactly what it says on the tin as well. Pineapple and coconut. It's all there. That's lovely. Oh, that's like... Oh, that's lovely. Oh. And here it is. The Sony ZV-1 or ZV-1 for all my couple of thousand American subscribers. I did a bit of research on it, and it turns out this is a great all-round vlogging camera. Not crazy money, but it's not a piece of shit either, to be fair. I do like it, and the first thing you'll notice is the wind, and that's because it's got this wind mic on top. The iPhone is terrible in wind. I'm sure you can get stuff to stop that, but I decided to go for I think they call it a DSLR style camera. So yeah, I'm really happy with it. And that turns round so you can look at it both ways, and then that folds in and like that. Should go off now. There you go. So that's first announcement. I've gone a little bit professional and I bought myself a Sony ZV-1. And the other bit of news that I've got to tell you. Let me get out of this wind. Oh. The other bit of news that I've got to tell you is I'm changing the name of the channel. For those of you that don't know, the name of this channel, Ossiter Outdoors, refers to the town where I live, which is called Ossett. I'm from Ossett, I'm an Ossiteur. That's not what people say, it's just something I've come up with. It's actually an old email address that I had years ago. But I've decided to change the name of the channel, and I'm going to call it Hit the North. Hit the North for obvious reasons. Really, I am a northerner. We're going to be in the north. It's also the name of a song by Mark E. Smith's band, The Fall. So check that out. Hit the North by The Fall. Don't know if I can have it as my theme tune music or not. Probably won't be allowed. So yeah, I'm gonna when this gets released. No, I don't know. I'll either release this as Ossiter Outdoors, or I'll change it before, and you're now watching Hit the North. But as from now, this channel is going to be called Hit the North. A top tip when wild camping: never get to your campsite too early. I've got up here for about, I think it would have about, well, just after 7, and I've still got plenty of daylight left. If I was up here at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, after a few hours I'd either be pissed or fast asleep or bored, probably all three. So don't get to your campsite too early. Good tip. Tip number 1. Tip number 2: if you intend on using your phone for a bit of entertainment, make sure you download stuff, because there's zero signal up here. You can't make a phone call, you can't get any radio, you certainly can't get any 4G, Netflix, anything like that. You've got to download everything. So top tip number 2, make sure you download stuff before you come up here. So that looks like a big red eye. Can you hear that? I think that's a curlew. Shame about that low cloud just at the bottom there, because that'd be Oh, it's breaking. Go on. Give us a sunset. The beauty of this place is, the other side of this wall here, there'll be a sunrise. Hopefully. Okay, so for tonight's bivvy camp, what I've got, a bouncing bomb, medicine ball. This is a new sleeping bag that I've just purchased. I've just bought it off my dad actually, and I wanted to trial it out. It's massive compared to what I normally bring, and that's because it's synthetic and not down. I usually bring down, which packs down to nothing. It's the first synthetic bag I've actually ever owned, so I want to see how it compares to down for the warmth. So tonight will be a good test for it. It is considered to be a 5-season bag, and it's by a company called a Youngilac, which I think, from what he told me, they've now been bought out, or they've changed name to Mammut. They're a Norwegian company, so you would think that, you know, it'll cope quite easily with the Yorkshire Dales. So we've got that, and something else that's new to me is a Thermarest self-inflating mat, and this is the first self-inflating mat that I've ever owned. Now the R rating on this isn't that good. It's only about 2.4, and if you don't know what that means, well, the R rating is its thermal value, so how warm it keeps you to stop the cold coming from the ground. So if you've got a mat with a thermal value of like 7 or 8, it's going to be really, really warm. You could lay it on ice and you'd be all right. But this is 2.4, so what I do whenever, well, I do it on most camps actually. I got this cheap foil, it's a foil blanket from Amazon. It's only a few quid. It weighs nothing, it's so light. But I just put that down first, unroll that and put that down first, and then put the mat on that, and that'll double the value, that'll double the R rating of this mat, which will be more than enough for tonight. And then I'll wrap the whole thing in this, which is an Alpkit Hunker XL bivvy bag, breathable bivvy bag. And that's it. We're just going to lay it all out, we'll get it all put together, we'll lay it all out, and that's it for the night. Now, one thing you should never do with a self-inflating mat is undo the valve while it's still in the bag, because you'll never get it back out. So we'll get it out first, and then we'll undo the mat. I've just put that foil blanket inside the bivvy, and we'll put that in, and then put the sleeping bag in. So let's see how this goes. You can actually hear it, it's hissing. So it'll be filling up now. Just let that do its thing. I think what you're supposed to do is just let it do its thing and then give it a couple of breaths at the end. Easy. Oh, one other thing, I've got a pillow. Everybody's seen these, Sea to Summit inflatable pillow. I'm thinking about swapping this out actually, because there's a company called Trekology and they do one, and it's got straps on it that strap round your mat. With this thing, it tends to fly off in the night and you're always waking up and putting it back under your head. But they are comfy. It's got a right nice soft feel to it. As easy as that. How's that mat going? Come on. Get in there. Fantastic. That mat's sound now. So I'll get the sleeping bag in. The medicine ball. I mean, that compared to my down one, you could get 6 of my down ones in that space. That's ridiculous. It better be good, Dad. Shout out, Dad. Feels good, to be fair. Oh, you are. Top tip number 3, always give your sleeping bags a fluff up. That's how they work. A youngie lack, later to become mammoth. Oh yeah. Snug as a bug. Literally in a rug. So that's it. That is it. That's my bed for the night. Look at that. It even looks warm. I'll smarten that bottom out when I get in it. But that's where I'm going to sleep tonight. Oh look, there's another beer. The sun's going. Well sorted. I've got a lovely view of the Yorkshire Dales there. Well, in that direction over there is, well, you could earlier, you can't now, but there's the 3 peaks. It's hard to know which one or if it's all 3, but you can definitely see the 3 peaks from up here. On a good day. It's all clouded in now, so you can't see it. But no, I'm well chilled. I've got I'm out the wind. I won't lie, it could rain looking at that. But what I'll do is, if it starts to rain early, I'll have to put the tarp over here somehow. And I'll put the rain cover over my bag. I'll just have to get everything covered up as best I can. I don't think it's prolonged rain, so we're alright, even if it does. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. In the meantime, cheers. Well, I'm super chilled here, guys. Sorry about the music, but I'm into some right weird stuff. Ask anyone that knows me. Yeah, I'm going to sit here for a little bit longer. I'm going to finish my beer. I'm just going to take in the views, and then I'm going to get my head down. So I'll see you in the morning. The clouds really closed in this morning, so you can't see anything. But I'm all packed up. Leave no trace, as always. So you can just see when I was laid there. I've had a good night, I won't lie. I've been lovely and warm. I will admit the sleeping bag's wet. So is that the bivvy bag itself that's failed? I don't know. But if that had been a down sleeping bag, we'd have been in big trouble, because it had just been a soggy mess. But no, that sleeping bag were lovely. So cheers, Dad. Nice one. We're gonna get going down this footpath, and hopefully this weather will brighten up. Sun's trying to get out. So this is the war memorial that's up on this fell. Commemorating 5 Polish airmen that must have crash landed up here. So as you can see on the opposite hillside, that's that low cloud. That's basically what I've woke up to up there. That's where I've come from. Where the cloud is lower than the top of the fell. We've got a Mexican standoff. Come on, Daisy. Out the way, kid. What's in here? Beasts. It's just starting to rain. It's just as well because we're back in Kettlewell now. So that's that. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have, because that's been great. That's been a good little camp. So I'm going to get a bacon sandwich now and a cup of tea, and then get myself home. So thanks for joining me. I do appreciate you watching. See you on the next one. Thank you.